Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so empanada. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go.
Hello, hello. Here we are again on a wonderful Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe, wearing your masks and all that stuff. Before we get started, please, this one, and this one. If you can do them for me, I will much appreciate it. And it helps my ratings. But come on, I need some ratings. The old subscribers are slowed down a little bit. So come on people, subscribe, hit that button. Anyway, right. What we're here today to do is this was one of my favourite things before I'd started doing keto, which I don't eat no more because of the crappy mashed potato that you used to get in with it and the stupid high carbs. And that was a KFC Mash-Bowl. Now there's plenty of bad stuff in that. A is the potato straight away, stupid high in carbs, can't eat that. B, the breading on the chicken, can't eat that. The only thing I'm not eliminating, but we're not using a lot of it, so the carb count will be really low, and that's gonna be some corn. Just regular old sweet corn out of a can. So anyway, let's get over, see what's in the ingredients. Okay, just a couple of things. You've seen us do the chicken nuggets before, so if you wanna see how to make the nuggets, because that's what I'm gonna use for this particular recipe, purely because I've already got them in the freezer from the last time. So if you want to see the nuggets, look up here, corner, go see how the nuggets were made, you can go and do that. Same with the cauliflower mash. Let me give it a second. La 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 la. Also, up in the corner, go and see where I've done cauliflower mash before. That'll show you how to do that. For the rest of the ingredients, what you're going to need with the breading, which you will see in the chicken nuggets recipe, is pork rinds, ground up, tapioca or arrowroot flour, almond flour. That's basically what you're going to be using for your breading, and that's what you'll see in this recipe for the chicken nugget. As regards to what we're doing now, the mash bowl, because it's going to be the old Colonel's secret recipe. Bear with me, I'm going to try and do this from memory, and camera lady's going to bail me out if I get stuck. But with your 11 herbs and spices for that secret KFC recipe is paprika, white pepper, garlic. No, don't tell me it's there. It's something salt, celery salt, black pepper, ground mustard. Okay, you're gonna have to help me out now. I forgot that one. What have we got? She's laughing. Look at the camera bouncing. What was this one?
Ginger.
Ginger. I don't look like ginger. Okay. Regular salt or pink Himalayan as we always use. Now, I know it's one of the oreganos, thyme or whatever.
Oregano.
That one, oregano, dried. I might actually grind it up a little bit because it's still a little bit flaky, so I might grind it up in my pestle. Thyme, and then oregano. Basil. Okay, sorry, my bad. Oh, we already had the oregano, didn't we? Yeah, so the basil. There you go. Right, okay, gravy. Now, you can make the gravy yourself. You can probably do it with a bouillon cube or however else with maybe some chicken bone broth and that. Reduce it.
Yes.
But just for like pure speed today, and also when we check out the carbs on this, you're only looking at like 5 grams of carbs for a serving. I also forgot to mention, we're going to need some eggs. That's going to be for your egg wash on your chicken to make all this lovely stuff stick to it. Back in a bit. Right, as I said, because they're still a little bit chunky, let's get that, and that, which is your basil, your oregano, and your thyme, or oregano as some people would call it. And just give it a good old mushing, give it a grind up. Just want to break that down a bit so it's more of a dust than chunky, because you don't want big chunky bits on your chicken. So, I'm gonna get myself a bowl and whack it all in, mix it all up. Be right back. Right, here we go. Right, in with our arrowroot, paprika, white pepper, garlic, celery salt, black pepper, ground mustard, ginger, and salt. And then finally, in with our 3 herbs, which was your oregano, thyme, and your basil, or basil, as my daughter keeps telling me how to pronounce it. I'm like, listen girl, I come from England and I says it how I says it. And I says it how Mr. Faulty says it. Basil! Anyway, get all that in your bowl and then just give that a little mix in. I do have a little thing just to say. We showed in the ingredients, dusty. We showed in the ingredients almond flour. We don't use any almond flour in the dip. We're using this first of all, then we're going to use the egg, and then we're going to use the pork rinds. The reason why camera lady thought that we was using the almond flour is because when we made the nuggets, we used the almond flour as a filler, not as a breading. So there you go. There is your KFC Colonel's secret 11 herbs and spices. So I'm going to get prepped with the nuggets and the egg and everything else, and I'll be back to show you some dipping, or maybe even camera lady will show you some dipping. Right, now you've got everything, flour's all done with your spices, your chicken nuggets. Little tip on your chicken nuggets, just chuck them back in the freezer for sort of like 5 or 10 minutes so they firm up, because these are going a little bit soft, so I've got to work quickly. The other thing is as well, with your flour, don't use it all in the big bowl. And the reason why is because I've thrown away, I've done chicken tenders the other night, I've done KFC tenders, and I had like quite a lot of flour and that left over and ended up throwing it away because I've been dipping raw chicken in it. So as a tip, put it in a smaller bowl and add it as you need it. Right, here we go. Get your nugget, or whatever chicken you're using. You might just want to use pieces of chicken. The only thing I would say is don't use chicken breast because it's going to be dry. Okay, take your nugget, dunk it in your egg wash, and then shake off excess, into your pork rinds. Alright, once you've got your pork rinds on there, take it out, pop it on your tray, and then leave it there for a little while, just so it sort of soaks up and everything else. Forgot to say, what we're doing with these, I'm going to chuck them in the air fryer, but you can put them in the oven. You could even deep fry them if you want. I wouldn't really recommend it, but either way, we're going to air fry them. So I'm going to get the rest of these done and I'll bring you back when we're finished. There we have it. You're not going to need a lot. I mean, I've still got nuggets left to do, but you're not going to need a lot for your mash bowl. So imagine one mash bowl, you're probably only going to use, what, 3 nuggets? Yeah. Because we're going to cut these up into like little quarters as well. So you've got your lumps of chicken in with your mash bowl, so it tries to make it as traditional as possible. You might be looking at these. What we decided to do, just to see how they come out, we done a double dip on the flour. So we dipped it in the flour, in the egg, and then back in the flour again. And we're going to air fry these ones on their own to see what the difference is going to be between the ones with the pork rinds and the ones with just the flour and the spices. So I'm going to transfer these over onto my sheets that go into the air fryer, and I'll be back in a sec. Right, so here we go. Here's our conventional ones that we normally do. I don't need to be telling you this, you've already watched the video, or if you haven't, you should go and watch it. Right, they're going to go in. That's our ones with the pork rinds. These are the ones that just got double dipped. I know they look a bit funky, but it's because the flour has soaked up all the egg wash. Going to go in there. What we're going to do is bang this on now at 400 for 10 minutes, see how they go. Okay, so that's that. Just to let you know, look at that. That's the rest of my flour that I had left. Right, tons of it. That's what I said. Don't put it all in the bowl at once. Stick it in something else, take it out as you need it. I'm going to save that now for later on in the week. We'll probably do some KFC tenders or fires or something like that. Anyway, while that's cooking, cauliflower's on for the mash. I think we're going to sort of probably get the gravy mixed up, and then we should be back when we assemble our mash bowl. See you in a bit. So, the time has come to assemble our mash bowl. Let's have a look. One bowl, one lot of mash. There you go. I was hungry, innit? Right, okay, there's your mash. Now, trying to keep it as keto as possible. I mean, that's not even 1/4 of a cup. So, in with your corn. Okay, now, the other nuggets that we've done without the breading come out really well, actually. So, chop this up, like so. Drop them in. You know what, I'm going to be adventurous. I'm going to go in for 2 nuggets because I just see what the difference in the carbs were, and oh my life, I'm absolutely amazed. Okay, there's that. And the gravy. People, we opted not to use the packet gravy because after looking at it, 2 tablespoons of gravy, it worked out about 5 grams of carbs, which bumped it up way too much. I found another recipe online. I'm going to put it down in the description. Make it up yourself. Tastes just as good, and it's only 0.3 grams of a carb. So, just come out a little bit thick because we use the old xanthan gum. Okay, there's your gravy. So, let's have a taste. See what it's like. Bit of mash, bit of corn, bit of chicken. I actually think my chicken's better. Oh, this is amazing. I don't know what to say. Wait there. Let's ask the critic. Well, I'm going to give her a bit of just mash and gravy first of all. So, here we go. Again, underneath. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go in with the chicken. Okay, chicken. Oh, that was a big spoon.
Yeah, your chicken's better.
The spices, they're pretty close, right? Mm-hmm. They're not spot on, because I think you're probably missing MSG and stuff like that. But
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's great. Right, well, I'm going to wrap this up because like I want to go and eat it now. Anyway, thank you very much. I think this was a nice quick one for you. Like I said, look up in the corner, you'll see the way we do the mash, the way we've done the nuggets. The only difference you need to do with the nuggets is, as I said, you just add the herbs and spices in. Apart from that, it's exactly the same. do it that way. Or alternatively, like I said, you can use just regular chicken tenders or whatever, whatever you want to use. I'll probably just steer away from breast because it's not very moist. It tends to dry out more. Okay, I've just got to interrupt him before you go and do the latest bit. I forgot to tell you, carb count. You ready for this? A KFC Mash-Bowl is going to run you 74 grams of carbs. Yeah, you heard it, 74 grams of carbs. This little puppy here is probably not quite keto because it's just a touch over. 25 grams of carbs. So you've got 74 or 24. You decide. Anyway, go and say goodbye to him now. Here, and here. You know what to do with them for me. I appreciate it. Any new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for coming to the channel. Any of my old subscribers, thank you again for sticking with me. Appreciate it. One last thing, guys. I'm struggling on what to do. Start putting stuff down in the comments for me. Stuff you want me to find to make it keto. So anyway, enough rabbit. Stay safe. Take care. Laters.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so empanada. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go.